Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I'm Steve with Bro the Handyman. In this video, we're going to do a review on how to use the pipe notcher from Harbor Freight. It's item number 42324. So I'm going to go ahead and put a picture approximately right there. And so basically it notches tubes. So let me just show you how it works. Let's get into it. Alright guys, here's the tube notcher. There's the item number 42324. And it's called a pipe tubing notcher from Harbor Freight. Okay, so this is 2-inch pipe, and I'll be putting it on an adjacent 2-inch pipe running perpendicular to each other. So the great thing about this is that I have it mounted in this vise on my my drill press. So it says you can use a hand drill. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, if that's all you got, that's all you got. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Yes, I'm not going all halfway in the middle because I'm trying to conserve as much pipe as I can. So I went 5/8 of an inch in, and I got my mark marked, and so I go ahead and cut it and see how it goes. So I have a see if it's gonna show it. You know. Anyways, that's a 2-inch hole saw from the Central Pneumatic. It's not the Bauer or the Hercules brand. But tomorrow I will do another video comparing the two. I have a couple of hole saws from the big box store. I have one from Lowe's. I'm gonna buy the more expensive brand from Harbor Freight. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss that video. So I'm gonna do, I don't have a whole much, I didn't buy a whole bunch of hole saws, but I do have a DeWalt, a Spider, and the Hercules, and we're gonna see how well they can perform just notching out these tubes. So whenever you go to do this tube, I got it on my jack stand down there, and I leveled this pipe. We have it pretty close to the level, and I make sure it's square from side to side. And then I line up my line. And the great thing is that it goes in the arbor, so all you have to do is crank it down, and then it goes down. Obviously it won't go far because it's right on the pipe, but I still have this much to go. So let's go ahead and get drilling and see how it turns out. And I do use cutting fluid. I know this ain't got no label on it, but no do I have any affiliations with this stuff, but it is called Magic Tap, and I found it would be pretty darn good. I did watch a video, and the video went through an extensive way of different cutting fluids. I will link the guy's channel. It's called Project Farm. The way he lays things out and tests things, it is phenomenal. So I'm sure if you're watching this channel, you have watched his channel, but just in case you haven't, I will put a link to the video, him doing these cutting fluids. Alright guys, I did forget to mention that what I did was I put a center mark right here, so when I rotated this piece 180, I can get my copes, the cope of the pipe, in the same spot instead of being a little off to the left or whatnot. So I did do that, and also I could not find anywhere on the site on what these were to be ran at, what RPMs. So the best case is what I did was I took this one and read it. And this one says, for mild steel right there, it says 220 RPMs. So I came up here and I opened this guy up, and right up in there it says 220. So I set the drill press to that. So it's actually 220 is the lowest speed, but that's what I did. I couldn't find nothing on Harbor Freight's website that it needs to be at 220, it needs to be at 230, it needs to be at 240. Didn't see nothing. So putting it on the lowest speed probably is the best. Now, I don't know if it's just this bit right here, is that it's been used on why, but I don't think it performs all that well. But the whole setup, what the whole video is about, is this tube notcher. And I highly recommend this. I think it is amazing. I think as long as you set up your pipe correctly, you should not have any problems. And when I measured from the ID of this bar right here that holds it, it cradles it in, it's only 2 inches. So, well, it might be a little bit more than 2 inches. It might be a 2 and a 16th, 2 and an 1/8. But like a 2-inch pipe is generally 2 3/8. So, but I think it works great. I definitely would buy it again, but I mean, shouldn't have to. It's all solid steel. And what I did was, the only downfall to this piece is that I had this piece in my vise, and it just didn't want to grip all that well. So what I did was I welded this big old chunk of metal onto it, and it was able to hold much better. So that's the only thing. It's just bottom plate just doesn't have enough hold power. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. I got both ends drilled. So even though I didn't do half, I only did 5/8 in. So at the top part, I got a lot more meat right here to weld on. It's not a straight point. And then it goes around. Fits really nicely. So if you come to the other side, which it ain't sitting in, I gotta up my jack stands, but this side, pretty good too. So, yep. So that's how it turns out. I really like it. I only came 5/8 in. A 1/2 inch, I don't think it works all that well. I might try a 1/2 inch and see how, because I'm trying to take off as little as possible off these pipes. But I'm going to go ahead and tack it and weld it up. I got another one to put down there and cut it. But, yep. So, that's how it turns out, which I think it turns out pretty good. It saves you from cutting it with the acetylene, oxygen acetylene torches. And then you got to clean it up anyway. This right here, you just got to clean up right here where the cutting fluid was. Hey guys, this concludes my video. So I hope this has some valuable information for you. If it did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, the notification bell, and I'll release more videos upon different subjects, because as the channel states, it is handyman. So I do different things around the shop and around the house. Um, Pretty much around the farm. So I hope this information was useful to you. And I do appreciate your feedback. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below, and I will answer them as soon as I can. Till the next time, I do appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching, and the links I will post. One, the project form down below for the cutting fluid, and the other one's going to be to the tube notcher. And the tube notcher is an affiliated link. I only get a certain small percentage, but it does help the channel out. And I do appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll